According to the government statistician, Professor Samuel Kobna Enim, the unemployment rate among the population aged 15 years above was 13.4% and higher for females with 15.5% and 11.6% for males. As part of efforts to impact Ghanaian youth in the capital with employable qualities, leaders in the business have implored the youth to take steps towards standing out in the job market. Speaking at a capacity building program held by the Obaasima Foundation in Accra for youth of the country, the managing director of Guinness Ghana Breweries Limited, Helene Wesi, urged the youth not to be demotivated by their failures.
That happens to all of us, and I think the speak panel here on stage made it very clear. All of us have known moments of failure, moments of feeling stuck, but never any moment is a failure, because you learn, you take something from it. And when being in a diverse team, there are more of those experiences. So that's when being together, looking at a problem or looking at an idea or needing to move forward, you get more different angles to look at that same point. So when you're stuck, go talk with a diversity of people. Talk with women, talk with men, talk with your peers at the university, but also talk with your mother, or with an aunt, or with the neighbor, or with a teacher at school. Different perspectives give you different ideas, give you better decision making. That's why we in our business are so keen to bring in more diversity. And you know how we do it. We set targets. It's not just, let's bring in more diversity. It's not like a law that gets stuck somewhere for a long time.
Also speaking at the program, the Chief Executive Officer of Universal Merchant Bank, Nana Juma Bene, urged the youth to make conscious efforts to stand out.
Long term. Use your contacts, use protocols, use favors if you come across them. But remember, they are not the core ingredient and cannot determine your success in the long term. My rule of thumb to you when deciding what path to take is to ask yourself if the decision you take today will still be seen as right to the 10-year-older version of you or of your brand. Ultimately, my dear future leaders of your time, at all times be mindful of what you need to do to stand out in a way that showcases your strengths, your skills, and your abilities. A rough diamond's value lies in its ability to be polished. Otherwise, why would anyone spend a fortune acquiring it? Show the world how big you are capable of becoming tomorrow by doing what you have to do today with distinction and a level of commitment and discipline that sets you apart from your peers, and the rewards will follow.
Also speaking, the co-founder of Passion Air, Edward Annan, urged the youth to identify opportunities in order to take advantage of them.
You need to be able to identify opportunities, because if you are waiting for somebody to identify opportunities and bring to you, hell will freeze over. You won't have it. But you can identify the opportunities and use your resources, all the resources you have, including talking to people. One of the speakers said you should talk to family, you need to talk. The more you talk, the more you learn from what you talk, what you hear. And sometimes you can get a lot of business from that. I've made a whole lot of money from just listening to people. Just listening to people. I'll give you one of that example. But Amma wants me to talk about Passion, how I got to Passion. So I'll talk about that, and I'll give you one example of just listening to people.